Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for clicking on this video. Oh my god, I feel like I'm like nervous slash excited slash I don't even know what I'm thinking right now, but as you can see from the title of the video, I have some news to share just about my life, and I feel like this is like this is the kind of video that like actual proper massive influencers would make when they have like tiny details about their life to share. But I just thought I would make a video to keep you all informed, because if you're watching my vlogs weekly, you're about to see some big changes coming up in the next 6 weeks. So that's why I've made a whole video on it, just because I want to share it with you, and also I'm super excited, and you know, I just love to share everything that's going on in my life. It does feel weird to even just like feel like I should have to make it. I don't know, what am I trying to say? I'm basically trying to say it feels weird that even though there's not loads of you out there, I think I'm just at 1,500 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. But even though there's not millions, I still wanted to make a little life update video, just because I know that if you're watching my vlogs week on week, you are going to notice some big changes coming up in my life in the next 6 weeks. Yep, 6 weeks. And I'm really excited about everything, so I wanted to share everything with you. And I always plan my little video, I always plan my videos in a little notebook, so I've even made notes on what I'm gonna say, because yeah, it's quite big news. This is probably the biggest change in my life that has happened since I've been on YouTube, really. Anyway, so there's kind of 2 parts to this news. The first one is around work. I'm really excited to have made the decision to go freelance and work for myself. Now, why is this something that I want to do? Well, I think like a lot of people, especially, I know this is kind of a generational thing, a lot of kind of, I don't know what I even am, Gen Z, millennial type age. I know that as a generation, we're quite obsessed with entrepreneurship and making our own opportunities, which is something that I really love, and it's something that I have been doing my whole life essentially. So that was when I was like, right, I know what I want to do, and that is to work for myself, and I'm going to make that happen. And then it was one of my New Year's resolutions this year to put that into action. This is something that I've wanted to do for so long, years in fact, but I just didn't know how to make it happen. And I just feel like when you know it's the right time, you really know, and I really know that now is the right time for me to properly invest all of my time and my energy into myself. And everything that I have done in my career has really led up to this point. I feel like I've gained so much skills in the past 3 years, and without those skills it wouldn't be possible. So I just feel like everything has just clicked into place, and I've had so much good experience that now I have all the skills that I need and the know-how and the knowledge to just go and do it on my own. So I'm really excited to be going freelance. I've handed my notice in just on Thursday, so it's happening and it's all a go. I'm very excited, and I just think I'm gonna look back at this time in my life and in my career and be really grateful to myself for taking a chance and leaving the security of a full-time position. And I'll definitely be taking a massive pay cut at first, but I know that it will build up, and I just have so much faith in myself that it's going to work out. So I'm really happy and excited. That is certainly not to take away from anyone that is really happy, you know, in more typical work environments, you know, going to the office 5 days a week, whatever. That is there is absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. But I just think, yeah, you don't know until you try. When I left college, that was all I wanted, you know, and it's a really weird feeling is to get everything you ever wanted and then not want it anymore. It's really weird, and it's really hard to describe. And I think I can kind of apply that principle to so many aspects of my life, because I think when I think about what teenage Mabes wanted, she wanted a flat in the city, she wanted the job, you know, where she could spend all day on Instagram and write blogs and do that, and that is what I do. And it's just weird that now that I've got it, I've set a new goal for myself. You know, I've hit that goal and I'm proud and I've achieved it. But now I just want more, and I want to better myself further, and now I want to be able to be my own boss, etc. Very, very exciting, just for my personal growth, which also brings me on to another kind of aspect for it really that is specific to Dubai. So obviously if I'm giving up my full-time job, that also means I'm giving up my employment visa, but I will be getting a freelance visa. It's something that I've been researching the past few months, and I will tell you guys all about how it goes and the journey. I'll take you with me and do videos on it, because I have found it really interesting learning about how people can work for themselves in Dubai and essentially sponsor themselves. So I will remain a legal resident of the UAE and have a full-time visa still, and everything will be legit and above board, which is great. When I'm thinking about the key reasons, I just feel like it's snowballed the past year since the pandemic. The reasons why I've been so desperate to kind of work for myself and to manage my own time. I just think the past year, what has really, really come through to me and in my mind is that my time is more important to me than my money, essentially, and I would much rather be managing my own time and, you know, in charge of what is entering my space at what time and not following a strict schedule. That is one of the key kind of reasons for me wanting to move into going freelance full time. The other one is kind of being able to work remotely, because I think, like a lot of people, we've been cut off from our families and friends, you know, trapped in different countries, etc. over this past year. And you know what, it's just so weird. Like I recently did a video talking about how I've just passed my 3-year mark in Dubai. It's weird, you know, when I left when I was 19, my sister was 5 years old, and now she's turning 9 next week. So it's a very weird feeling to just think about how little time I've actually spent with my family the past 3 years. So one of the key reasons for me wanting to be able to work remotely is so that I can work from any country in the world and have freedom. That's the key message here, is I want my freedom. And it was a goal I set for myself, and I'm letting it come into my life now, which is an amazing, amazing feeling. So that's the work aspect. Then the other big thing is that I am moving out of the flat, and I am going to be out of Dubai for the summer because I want to take the opportunity to work remotely. I'm like banging on my notebook because I'm like, I don't know. You know what is really weird is how weird it feels to just talk about this all out loud, because it's something that's just been like stewing in my mind for months, you know. And then once you start saying it out loud, it's like, like, wow, I'm doing this. And it's such a confidence boost, honestly. I'm leaving this flat goodbye. Oh, that's actually sad. I won't be living with the girls anymore. But essentially, I'm going to be giving up my full-time residence and my lease here in Dubai for the time being, with the kind of view in my mind to be moving in with Connor, my boyfriend, next, as like the next stage in my life, I think. That is gonna be the plan. I'm so excited, oh my God. So because I think there is no way to say it concisely, you know, I'm not saying I'm leaving Dubai and I'm not saying I'm staying, because neither of those are true, to be honest. So what my plan is, spend the summer with my family, being able to work remotely from the UK and hopefully from Europe as well, all depending on travel and the, you know, what is permitted, etc. So there's a lot of uncertainty around that anyway, but my priority for me is to take a bit of a step back from my work and spend time with my family over the summer. This is perfect timing as well, because I love England in the summer and I don't necessarily love the UAE in the summer because it's far too hot and everything closes, etc. That is my summer, which I'm very, very excited for, especially after essentially a year of no holidays and no travel. You know, I really want my year focus to be on experiencing new places and being able to work while I'm there, so that is the goal. Then, once the summer is over, I will be back in the UAE because I will need to kind of work with my clients that are here, etc. That is when I will be moving in with Connor, which is fabulous and very, very exciting. And I think what's so funny about like making the decision to move in together is because couples would rarely move in together and then move out together. Do you know what I mean? They're not gonna like once you've taken that step, you don't really go back from it unless you break up, which we're not gonna do. We're gonna move in together. So that's why I kind of feel like there's no rush, and over the summer I'm just taking my sweet time hanging out with my family. Then I think it's only right, you know, because I've been making these videos and because I've just done that video about spending 3 years here, I think I've been doing a lot of thinking. I now know for sure that my Dubai journey like has an end point, and it's fairly soon, you know? I'm not gonna be here forever. I do feel like I've got everything out of this incredible city that I can. Grown so much, learnt so much, loved every second of it. Go watch my other video for more talks on that. But now I just feel like I'm so satisfied with what I've had here that I would love to go through it all again in a new city and a new culture and do it all over again, essentially. So it's really exciting to me to think about where in the world I might live next. Me and Connor have spoken about it a lot together. We know we're going to go somewhere together. And we do have an idea in mind, but I won't say just yet, just because this is long term. So essentially, Connor wants to stay for 1 more year in his job. So that will bring us to summer 2022. And that is when we will fly away into the sunset in our new country. So that's the plan. It's very exciting. I have so much anticipation and excitement for the next 6 months that my heart just could burst. Like, I'm just so excited, and I just feel like everything that I put out there, all my goals, it's all coming to me, and I just feel like overwhelmed, to be honest. It's really overwhelming. I feel like I really yabbed on in this video, but I hope it's all making sense to you. The last thing I wrote down is just excited. End by saying you're excited. I'm really, really excited. Also, I think it would just be a lie to say that in the next 6 months I don't want to focus more on YouTube and my social channels and just see if that takes me anywhere, because it's been really, really fun for me growing my YouTube channel and everything, and I would love to keep doing it. I've officially made my first $100 on YouTube via ad spend, which is wonderful, pocket money. So I would love to see if I can grow it even more, and the comments that I have on my YouTube are like beautiful, like I could cry, like that. I've saved some really, really incredible ones that I screenshotted and posted on my story. They're on my story highlights, and you'll have to go have a look, because I just feel like, wow, like it's so lovely to be able to know that I'm helping people out and inspiring people, and it's such a good feeling, so I want to keep doing it. So that is a whole other reason for me wanting to do my own thing and manage my own time, because it will give me more time to pursue whatever I want. God, my cheeks are like hurting from smiling, because that was all so wonderful to get off my chest. Oh my God, it's such a relief to be able to talk about everything now, because now I just feel like I can just talk freely about all the plans, and it's all good. So that is all from me. That is my life update. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Please, please, please share my channel with people you think will love it. I need your help to grow my channel. It's not going to happen on its own, and everyone that's supporting me, I can't thank you enough. It's so lovely to have you all behind me. Wishing you guys an amazing week. I hope this inspired you to think about your next 6 months and to attract all of your incredible accomplishments into the next 6 months like I have. And I will love you and leave you. Bye guys, thank you for watching.